A 6-month-old boy from Largo is battling for his life tonight, while his parents are battling an insurance company.
Michael's most serious medical problem is a kinked spine, putting pressure on his spinal cord. Doctors say if surgery isn't performed within a few weeks, he will likely become totally paralyzed and could die.
I just think that if we can go up there and have the surgery done, then he's really going to have a chance.
In health news, 2 little girls are a long way from home tonight. Tomorrow, one will undergo extensive surgery at a Baltimore hospital, internationally known for their work correcting skeletal dysplasia, or dwarfism. Last year, Adina came to Baltimore for surgery to correct the deformities associated with her illness. Their mother had almost given up.
She had no hope at home, and she went throughout Europe, and finally they advised her to come to the United States.
These men and women are talking about little people and their challenges. In Baltimore, the Little People's Research Fund is dedicated to supporting the medical research and treatment of little people. Dwarfism affects 50,000 people in the United States alone. The number of little people equals or exceeds other better-known disabilities.
She needed a brainstem decompression, she needed a shunt, and all this stuff needed to be done immediately, and there was no time to argue with an insurance company. The Little People Research Fund, money was there, and they paid for it, and basically saved Amy's life.
For Amy and thousands of other children like her, medical treatment is available. Children undergo a series of surgeries timed to coincide with their body's development. All of this hard work and effort pays off as children and adult little people regain the use of their limbs. As little people battle against the limitations of their bodies, their spirit and enthusiasm for life cannot be defeated.
Okay, there you go. Now you got Mom. Good girl. Yes. Very good.
The Little People's Research Fund is the only health organization in the world expressly caring for the special medical needs of little people. The Little People's Research Fund supports research on the medical condition of dwarfism. Through study and analysis of hundreds of cases, a large body of knowledge about the orthopedic problems and treatment of dwarfism has been developed. This research has led to the development of new and improved surgical techniques. Andy Ness is a child with diastrophic dysplasia who has directly benefited from this research.
We're very pleased. His progress has been even better than expected, and we're so happy to see him walking. It's been wonderful. It really has been.
Alan Davis, an adult with the same condition as Andy's, was born too early to fully benefit from these procedures.
Well, I feel very good, very gratified about it. That enough has been learned so that this young man could be made to walk. I think it's extremely important that this work is continued so that other youngsters can have the same opportunity.
The LPRF funds training and educational materials for the medical community. Medical books, papers, and videos are being produced to keep other physicians and healthcare practitioners up to date on the latest developments in the field. This animation depicts the same condition as Alan Davis and Andy Ness, and helps to explain one of the many reasons why Alan is now almost completely wheelchair-bound. The shape of the femoral head in his hip joint has become radically malformed, causing pain and severe limitation in his mobility. These computer reconstructions, based on actual patient CAT scan data, compare and contrast the morphology on Alan's hip with a normal hip. Three-dimensional images such as these effectively convey orthopedic principles that will aid surgeons in treating this and other forms of dwarfism. Clinical and surgical data has been gathered and compiled over the last 20 years that can provide answers to these problems. With early intervention and continued support, little ones such as Andy can be spared a life of painful limitations and instead reach for their full potential.
If I had a chance to do it over again, and there was a way to make me normal, I would take it. No question about it.
The LPRF operates a home away from home for parents and families of little people who come for treatment. Depending on the procedures being done, a little person may stay in the hospital several days or months. More than 300 families stay at the Pierre House each year. The LPRF has funds for direct patient care, such as helping provide a child with a new brace or assisting with emergency medical care. The Little People's Research Fund operates on funds it raises from contributions. In order to continue our mission and goals, we need to count on your support. Treatment can mean the difference between little ones being confined to a wheelchair or following their dreams and leading active, productive lives.
My oldest daughter, who, like I was telling you before, walked with a pelvic tilt. She was extremely bow-legged, and her knee turned inward, you know. She was the one who was falling every time she'd take 2 or 3 steps and everything. She now works in the public school system in kindergarten. Trent used to complain about how he wanted to play ball and stuff like that, but his legs hurt him real bad, and he couldn't run, he couldn't do these things on account of the bowedness in his legs and the stress that was putting on his knees, ankles, and his hip. Now he's doing fine. He's in high school. He's a sophomore, soon to be a junior. He's in the weight training program, and at this particular time, he can bench press 255 pounds. Heidi is graduating this year. Like I said, she is a senior, you know, and we're just real happy about that.
The most important thing to remember about little people is that they are people, just like the rest of us. They face special, serious physical challenges on account of their short stature and their impairing deformities, but they sure match it with an incredible courage and the will to succeed. Take, for instance, Clinton. Here at the New York State Games for the physically challenged, he has won 3 gold, 2 silver, and 1 bronze medal. But what is more important, he has won the admiration and respect of those who witnessed his efforts. He sure is a celebrity.
If the LPRF was ever disbanded or couldn't function because of lack of funds or because of lack of interest of people, that would be one of the most tragic things that could ever happen to little people. Clinton wouldn't be running around being in races. LPRF and Dr. Kopitz gave Clinton a life. And without those surgeries, Clinton wouldn't be the ambulatory adult that he is today.
Your donation to the Little People's Research Fund goes a long ways to help the little people help themselves. It is not a handout, but an investment in their future and in their positive impact on our society.
There you go, beautiful.
Okay.